2 years ago, I posted a college decisions video. It kind of went viral. I think till date, it's the most popular video on my channel. There are so many things that I wish I knew then. Had I known now, everything would be different. So here are the 5 biggest things I would have killed to know when I was applying to college. When I was applying, I got so excited at the fact my life had so many possibilities straight in front of me. So in my head, anywhere I thought that this would be an interesting life, I kind of just applied to. I didn't think about realistically like where I wanted to go to. I applied to the University of Delaware. Great school, great honors college. Don't see myself going to Delaware for college. And like, no shade if you go there. I know people that go there and they have a great time. Realistically for me, like, why? You know, like, why did I apply to UDel? I also applied to UMass. Their computer science program is good, but not nearly as good as like some of my in-state schools. So like, what was the reason? Genuinely, what was the reason? Like, I get it. Like when you're applying, like, oh, you want to apply just to see if you can get in. But what's the point of applying somewhere to see if you can get in when you don't even want to go there? For me, I was also very scared that I wouldn't get in anywhere, so I just mass apply. Don't do that either. I feel like have some sense and sensibility when it comes to that, because you're just wasting your own money. Like $60 for an application is kind of insane, and I'm pretty sure they're just raising it as time goes. So I feel like don't apply just for the sake of applying. Apply if you see yourself going there. Obviously this doesn't apply to like the Ivies. Of course, like everyone's gonna apply, and it's one of those things where you only apply to see if you're gonna get in. Don't apply to like those random schools that you know you're not going to, but you just want to see if you can get in. This next thing, if someone even whispered it in my ear, I think it would have like made me so much more at peace, but no one did. And it is to pick the in-state school, or pick the school that is closer to home. I think when I was a senior in high school, I just really wanted to get away from home. When you're like in that point in your life, just even the thought or like the lick of independence, it's so addicting, and you feel like, damn, like I really just want to get away from home and like experience life on my own, like for once. I was like that. Like, I understand going closer to home, you pay in-state tuition, it is cheaper, and in the long run, so much nicer not being in debt for college, or less debt. You might think, but I'm still gonna be close to my parents, like there will be no form of independence. If you're dorming, trust me, you will have independence. And I feel like even though I live 30 minutes away from home, granted, yes, I still do dorm, my relationship with my parents has gotten so much better. I feel like when I was in high school, we'd argue all the time. Not to say it was like a toxic relationship or anything, like we'd quarrel a lot more, but now that I'm in college, the time that we do see each other, it's like once a weekend, and we don't have time to fight during that one weekend. I feel like living on your own teaches you a lot about dealing with conflict. You will change too. That was one of my worries when I decided to go in-state, but now that I look back on it, I'm so glad that I went in-state, because now it's like the perfect amount of distance. Say I went across the country like my other option, I feel like I would have been so homesick. I know right now, if you're a senior in high school and you're watching this and you're applying, you're gonna be like, homesick? No, like I hardly know her. No one prepares you for how lonely the first night in your college dorm will be. It's the weirdest feeling ever, because for the first time you're not living under your parents' roof, kind of have free reign to do whatever, and this free will, like, it's so strange. It's like a new concept to you. It's a very melancholy feeling. It's also exciting at the same time, but one of the underlying like feelings is you missing your home. That's uncomfortable at the beginning, and granted, it does get better. It is just so nice and comfortable to be close to your family. I had a very rough welcome week. There were a lot of things happening, and I think that was the worst time in freshman year. Just the first week, it was rough. And I came home that weekend, and I was like telling my mom everything that went down, and she was like, you know, at least you have us, because at that time I didn't really have anyone. I felt so much comfort in the fact that I was 30 minutes away from home, and if anything happened, I could literally just drive home in 30 minutes. Everything would be okay. Had I been in a different state or different region, I don't think I could have gotten through that alone. And it's also your first lick of independence where you're learning to live life on your own. You can jump in full force, but that's like very hard. I feel like for me, the way it worked out, I'm just really glad that I am in state. And yeah, if you're in state, you're obviously gonna see people from high school, but you can choose who you surround yourself with. I feel like the best part about college is that if you don't like someone, you can literally cut them off, no questions asked. In high school, you kind of had to like be okay with being around people that you don't like, but in college, it's completely different. You choose who you surround yourself with. I'm gonna be honest, yes, I still like keep up with my high school friends like time to time. The people that I talk to on a day-to-day basis, none of them are from high school. And that's crazy considering like half of my graduating class did go to my college. So if that doesn't tell you that you can still be independent of your high school and your reputation for the last 4 years, I don't know what will. You have full reign over your life now. And that can be looked at as a bad thing, but I like to look at it in more of a positive way. My next thing is to make your childhood bedroom feel like your own. Up until junior year of high school, my childhood bedroom was just blank. Like, it was like yellow walls, walls, no photographs, like bed pushed into a corner. It wasn't really resonant of who I was as a person. And then I started painting more, and I did my AP portfolios, and I got all this artwork, and I was like, a lot of the artwork I didn't like. I thought it was ugly as fuck. I put it out in my room. I knew that when I came back from college, step into my childhood bedroom, I'd want it to feel like a version of myself from that time period. Like, I'd want it to feel like a time capsule, and I'd want it to feel like my own bedroom. Because, for example, say like a guest comes over to my house and they have to stay in my bedroom. Like, I'd want them to know that it was my bedroom. Like, I'd want to mark my territory. Cringe as it sounds. When you go to college, don't take your decor from your childhood bedroom to college. Make new decor to mark a new time period. Leave your childhood bedroom as is, because when you come back, you're gonna feel like a sense of overwhelming comfort, and it's unmatched. My next thing, I feel like this is a given, but your essay matters so much. My stats were pretty decent. My extracurriculars were decent as well. They were like, okay, but my essay, dude, I got so much feedback for my essay. I asked so many of my teachers, I asked so many of my friends, collected like all their feedback, and I made my essay so much better. It was really hard for me to get feedback on it because it was such a personal topic. Like, till this day, I don't think I've publicly talked about my personal essay, but that's how you know it's a good essay. I feel like above my ECs and my stats, my essay was the best thing on my application by far. I genuinely don't know what schools I would have gotten into had my essay not been the essay that it was. My last thing is very cliche, but it's to be open to wherever you're going. I'd say don't let anyone hold you back to where you want to go. Don't let anything influence what you want to do. Just do whatever your gut is telling you to do, or whatever logically makes sense to do. Regardless of if you're happy that you're even going to that school, you will figure it out, and you will figure out a life where everything works out in your best interest. When has it not worked out in your best interest, first of all? But it's also the fact that for me, in my personal experience, when I decided to go to Rutgers, yes, it was one of my dream schools, but my heart wasn't fully in it because I was so deluded that I thought I would get into Georgia Tech. Maybe my SAT score was there, but other than that, like, nothing really was there. But I was so deluded that I thought I would get in. I guess I was just so naive. I didn't get in, long story short. Got into Purdue, and I was like, oh, like, maybe I can go to Purdue. And me being me, I was like, oh wait, like, I could move far away from home, I could be independent, a new version of me, and I kind of was like excited about it. I stayed at Hazel's dorm for a night, and I was like, wow, I got really homesick. I don't know if I want to like go that far, and I just decided on Rutgers. And I wasn't too thrilled about it. I thought Purdue was the thrilling thing. Regardless, I went to orientation. I wasn't too excited. I didn't make any friends at orientation. Welcome week happened, a bunch of bad things happened, and I wasn't too happy about my decision. Everything got so bad that there was nowhere else to go besides everything getting better. I forced myself to get out there. I made myself hella uncomfortable. I don't think I've ever been that uncomfortable in my entire life. I met people. I worked my ass off. I made myself so uncomfortable that I finally became happy with the kind of life that I was living, if that makes sense. To be honest, that character development wasn't specific to Rutgers. I feel like that character development could have happened anywhere. Like, I could have went through that same journey in Purdue or University of Delaware had I chose to go there. Truly just believing in the fact that you will figure it out and it will always work out. I think the big takeaway is don't close any doors and do whatever your heart and gut is telling you to do. Every school that you don't get into is a higher power already telling you that you are destined for something completely different. I thought my life was like falling apart when I didn't get into Georgia Tech, which I was so dramatic. Girl, you were not getting it. Came to terms with the fact that I was destined for something different. Like, in my position 2 years later after I have applied, I am so glad I did not go to Georgia Tech. I am so glad that I'm going to Rutgers. And people from my hometown ask me all the time. A few days ago, I was at the library. I was alone. I was studying for calc, and I ran into one of my dance friends, and she goes like out of state. She was like, how's Rutgers, you know? Like, and I was like, dude, I can't imagine going anywhere else. Like, I love it. I never thought 2 years ago I'd be saying something like that, and I'm so glad that now I'm capable of saying something like that and genuinely meaning it. And I'm not shitting on Rutgers or anything. Like, it's a great school. It's Big Ten. It's a colonial university. Like, where I'm from, it's just not built up. Anyways, to all the seniors or anyone out there watching this video, I hope this helped. And please keep in mind that anything I said was very specific to my experience. Take everything with a grain of salt. I feel like such a cliche YouTuber. Above all, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week. Side note, I'm sorry. You know what? No, I'm not sorry. I took a really long break. Guys, I think this might be the longest break I've ever taken. I haven't been posting for like 7 weeks, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm aware. The bitch is back. Yeah, bye. See you guys next week.